Hi there, my name is Tracy, and this is the 3-Wick Thesis candle channel. Thanks so much for joining me today for my Goose Creek haul of some of the new fragrances that were launched this spring. Now, this does not include the new luxury line fragrances. I do have those on the way. Those should be here next week. This week's are the Easter and spring candles that were released about a week ago, maybe just a little bit over a week ago. So I have 5 new fragrances to share with you. Today I'm just going to give you my first impressions, I'll unbox them with you, and then I'm going to light them all within the next 24 hours and do an update video where I talk about my first burn impressions. That way you have an idea of what they smell like cold, but you also get an idea of how that translates into a warming scent or warming note. I'm a little bit worried about what's inside. I did notice when UPS dropped the box off today that there's a hole in the side of it. It's about the size of a golf ball and it goes all the way through so I can like touch the crate inside, and I do hear something rattling, so I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that nothing is broken. Let me go ahead and unbox this real quick and I will be right back. Okay, y'all, so I heard the rattling, and thankfully it looks like it's just my free room spray. The top came off. This is the incentivized reward for the review that I did. They sent me a coupon for a free room spray, so I went ahead and ordered the Old Time Lemonade. I absolutely love this fragrance in the 3-Wick, and it smells just like the candle. They do their room sprays so well. If you like the candle, it smells just like it. I don't feel like I've had that same experience with Bath & Body Works. Sometimes I feel like the smell of the Bath & Body Works room sprays are so heavily concentrated that it really changes the way they smell when you spray them, but Goose Creeks have been spot on. So I got that for free. I do recommend picking that up. And let me get this crate here. We'll pull one of the first ones out. What did I grab? Okay, so this is a new one, Peach Sugar Wafers. Look at the label on that. The birds and the flowers and the detail in those leaves, you all. Look at how detailed the leaves are on that. Absolutely gorgeous. And this is kind of a creamy yellow label. It's also feels really dry. It's a very matte finish. It's not glossy at all. A little bit transparent because I've got like some smudge mark on there, probably from whoever was packaging it. Love the birds, love the flowers. I'm not sure what that scene has to do with Peach Sugar Wafers, but it does scream spring to me, so I'm okay with it. Has the gold lid, which is a nice accent, and the scent notes on Peach Sugar Wafer are creamy peach, vanilla cream, and sugar wafers. What does that smell like? I get Main Street Bakery on this, y'all. I don't want to say I smell banana, but this, I feel like I smell banana in this. There's definitely a peach note. It's kind of like peach ringy. It's a little bit sour and bright like peach can be, but it's also sugary. And the picture on this one, the wafer showed like the layered wafer cookie that sometimes has like cream in the middle. This to me smells just like a vanilla wafer, or like if you're going with the brand name, the Nilla Wafers. Yeah, this is almost indistinguishable from Main Street Bakery candle from Bath & Body Works. You get like this creamy pudding note, you get the sweetness and a little bit of tartness from the fruit, the peach in this case, although I swear I smell banana, and that wafer just smells like a vanilla wafer cookie. That's pretty. I would love to know how this compares on warm, so I'm going to burn this one and then let you know in my update video tomorrow. Fascinated by that. And they've been doing some good dupes lately, so if that is their Main Street Bakery dupe, I'm impressed because it smells a lot like it. Okay, the next one I pulled out is the Blushing Lilac and Vanilla. This is also a new one. Wow, these jars are just knock it out of the park. Look at the florals. Look at the detail. There's just so much detail. I don't know how close I can get that you can see that and it'll still focus. But just absolutely beautiful. Love the color. Seems a little wonky, but, you know, we can't have it all, can we? And then we've got a little picture of lilac there. Gold lid. I'm realizing I didn't show you the wax and wicks on the other one. So this one, white wax, ropey wicks. Got kind of an off-center wick. This one looks pretty close to this side of the jar. Hopefully that burns okay. It's a little bit close there. Okay, and then this one has, oh, it's got pink wax. That's really pretty. Pink wax with the ropey wicks. And woo, I'm getting a whiff of that lilac, y'all. That smells gorgeous. Scent notes on blushing lilac and vanilla are blushing lilac petals, vanilla flower, and bouquet greens. It's well balanced. You get the lilac flowers, but it's not overpowering. I feel like sometimes lilac can be really overpowering. I don't get a strong sense of the vanilla. There's almost like a softness to the floral, which might be that vanilla coming through, almost like it's a creamy vanilla. Although this says specifically vanilla flower, which is normally a white floral. Yeah, I don't really feel like I get sharpness. There is a very strong fresh note from that greens, the bouquet greens. It reminds me of the green note that was in the Perfect Rose. It also reminds me of the green note that's in Mr. McGregor's Garden from the Peter Rabbit line. It's kind of like florist shop green. Just kind of deep, dark, and fresh. That's pretty. It will make a really nice spring summer candle for sure, and I just love the label on this one. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, what's next? Okay, the next new one is Buttercream Blooms. This one kind of has like a wallpaper vibe to it. You've got these like diamond-shaped vignettes with different types of flowers in them. Looks like there's some tulips. I see daffodils. Are those poppies? It almost looks like poppies. I can't tell all the different flowers, but nice variety. All different kinds. And then the label has, looks like some sort of floral at the top there. I can't tell what that is. I'm not good with florals either. Gold lid on this one as well, and the wax on this is white with the ropey wicks. Scent notes on Buttercream Blooms are berry glaze, sweet buttercream, and candied petals. I'm not getting much scent from this. Okay, that helps. I needed the lid. It's really light. With the berry glaze and the buttercream, I was expecting something much more gourmand, very heavy sweet. And I kind of just get a high-pitched or bright note from the floral with a very tame, warm, it's almost like a deep gourmand scent. That doesn't really smell like buttercream to me. When I think buttercream, I think like butter and sugar and vanilla. It really just smells warm, and I don't get berry. Maybe there's a hint of tartness in there. Almost like from a raspberry. I hope this one comes to life. Right now I'm really struggling to, one, just smell it on cold. I don't get a real strong sense of what it smells like. But also everything feels kind of muted and almost like each of the scents I'm picking up on is kind of fighting with the others to come through and shine. We'll see how it does on warm. I'm a little bit nervous about that one. That one might not be a powerhouse, but who knows? Sometimes they completely change when they go from cold to warm. The next one is Easter in Bloom. More florals. We can never have too many florals on the label. These ones are a little bit larger. Again, beautiful detail, and the colors on this, just gorgeous. I cannot wait to see what this looks like when it's burning. This is also matte. You can hear the finish on it. It's not smooth at all. Also has the gold lid, and then this one has, it's almost like an off-white green hue to it, and those are ropey wicks. Okay, scent notes, springtime blooms, fresh picked wildflowers, and garden greenery. That's pretty. The florals are very fresh, very bright. I feel like they're like a little bit dusty. But then you have that freshness from, I'm guessing, is what's supposed to be the garden greenery. It smells again almost like a cut grass, or if you were pruning flowers in some manner and you're cutting the green part and you get that kind of really bright, fresh green note. I feel like I'm picking up on daffodil. Is that honeysuckle? I'm not good with florals and I can't tell, but I feel like I'm getting daffodil for sure and maybe honeysuckle in there. It's pretty, really pretty. It's not super overpowering on cold. Curious to see how that comes out when it's warm. And I don't know what wildflowers are or what they would smell like. But definitely nice floral scent with some greens. And I would say between the two, this other one has very similar notes. The lilac, like this one is very clearly lilac with the bouquet greens. If you like lilac, get this one. This one is smelling more like a daffodil to me, or some sort of other early spring floral. It's hard to make out. It just says springtime blooms. Okay, and then the last new fragrance is their warm blueberry crumble. So this was not a part of the spring label. This one's just a gourmand foodie one they just released. So the jar is a little bit different, clear with the blue wax, which feels appropriate to me. And then you just have the little picture of the berry crumble on the front, gold lid. And then this one also has the ropey wicks. Scent notes on this are warm blueberries, baked crumble, and brown sugar. I'm gonna go grab my Pop-Tart candle. Okay, y'all, I wanted to grab a couple of other blueberry candles just to get a sense for the similarities. Yeah, so if you have the Pop-Tart one, this one is more blueberry forward. I feel like you get the fruit a lot more with this one with a little bit of the bake note in the background. This one you get a lot more crumble. The crumble is buttery, cinnamon, and I feel like you get, it's almost, I don't know, it's not oaty, but definitely like an oat note. I did also grab the Bath & Body Works blueberry, mixed berry crumble just as a comparison. They're very close. This one has what feels like more like sour fruit. I'm guessing there's like a raspberry note in this one. The crumb note, though, is very, very similar. So this one has more blueberry than this one, but the crumble scents are very similar. I like the crumble scents in this one better. I don't know, it just smells kind of like toasted oatmeal with cinnamon and sugar. I was hoping for more blueberry, but it is still really nice, and I'm excited to try it. Oh, I got my lids all mixed up, y'all. This one has the gold lid. Okay, so there's that one. And then, again, I'll be sure to warm these in the next 24 hours, and then I'll post a first burn update tomorrow so you have insight into what these smell like. I did buy a couple of other ones in this particular haul, but they're new scents to me, not necessarily new scents to the Goose Creek community. So I'll be sharing those in a different format with you. And then if you liked this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up so that I know you want to see more stuff like this. And if you're a subscriber, thanks so much for coming back and watching another one of my videos. And if you aren't subscribed, make sure you hit that button. That will make it so that you see more of my stuff in your feed. And especially because I've got that new line, the new luxury line. Oh, the labels on that, y'all. I cannot wait to see the jars. I almost don't even care what they smell like. Those jars are beautiful. And I'm hoping that they're as luxurious in person as they look online. So I will have that haul probably next week to share with you. So make sure that you check that out. And definitely, if you have any questions about any of the cold sniffs or comparisons, I will do my best to answer those in the chat down below. And then be on the lookout tomorrow. I will post a burn update and give you some insight into my first warm impression on these candles. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I will see you all again tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye-bye.